Good afternoon and welcome to the Entertainment Plaza Games, where once a week, every week, we try to dish out some good content on what's hip and happening in the gaming community. As always, I am your gaming host, Brian Plaza, accompanied by my brother, Moses. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm glad to be back. We kind of been lacking on some content, but we got a lot of good
Yep.
stuff coming up this week. We got some good, your dose of weekly gaming news here. We got a lot of good stories tomorrow. Probably around noon, we're gonna have our Thor: Love and Thunder review. You will not do not miss that because that's gonna be a great review. And I know some of us are really high on the movie, and some of us are so. So stay tuned for that. I think even on Sunday I might be doing a comic book review, our first comic book review. So definitely be tuned for that. But you're
Nice.
gonna have content. So I'm super happy about that, and I'm happy to be on here today with you as always. But yeah, man, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Heck yeah. So before we get started, we do have a couple stories that we would like to go over with you guys today. But before anything, if you can't make this podcast today, we will be on YouTube sometime later in the afternoon, if not in the morning tomorrow before we do our next stream.
That's
We
right.
are also on any and every podcast service imaginable: Google Podcast, Apple, Spotify, you name it, we're there. Give us them 5 stars, give us a
Yes,
thumbs up,
sir.
give us whatever the heck you want. Let us know that you like us as much as we like you.
No, we
But
love you.
without further
First of all.
ado, exactly, he's right. You see this big heart? That's for you. But without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and let Moses start this off with his stories today. And here you go, bro.
All right, man. The first story is the biggest story for me, right? So we finally have a God of War Ragnarok release date, and it's confirmed for November. And I got a sneeze, so it's probably going to come here soon. Yeah.
Let
Oh
you.
man, I think I knocked my. Woo. All right. Anyways,
Ooh, that's so good.
so yeah, God of War Ragnarok coming out November 9th. That is exactly 3 days before my birthday. But Sony finally dropped the God of War Ragnarok release date along with a new trailer. I'm actually going to play the trailer here from. It's on YouTube. It's actually, oh man, dude, I'm telling you, I cannot freaking wait. But uh, where is the logo? Let me take that logo off. But if you're watching the stream, you can see that trailer. I'm gonna read this article from Chris Pereira from GameSpot.com, and it goes, "We finally know when God of War Ragnarok is coming out. Sony today confirmed Ragnarok's release date on PS4 and PS5 as November 9th, 2022, making good on the repeated reassurances that it would be available this year. The long-awaited release date was announced as part of a short new CG trailer, which you can watch below on our stream. It shows Kratos and Atreus squaring off against various foes and talking about not being alone before squaring off against what appears to be Fenrir. Alongside the news, Sony also revealed the God of War Ragnarok pre-orders will go live on July 15th. You know I will be there for them. Starting at 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern for those in the United States. And let me turn this off here. And showcase some of the special editions that will be available. Pre-ordering any edition will get you a set of snow-themed items from Kratos and Atreus to wear. As for different editions of the game, there will be 4 versions of Ragnarok available for purchase: Standard, Digital Deluxe, Collectors, and the Jotnar editions. The latter three all include access to both the PS4 and PS5 versions of the game. If you buy the standard PS4 edition, you'll have the option of a $10 upgrade to get the PS5 version. Prices for these editions has not yet been announced, but the Jotnar edition in particular looks like a high priced option. That's the one that I am going to be trying to get, as it includes a vinyl record, pin set, cloth map, a 16-inch replica. How's that go again? Mjolnir. Mjolnir.
Mjolnir.
Mjolnir. I should know that. We watched Thor yesterday. And more.
Exactly. What the heck?
Ragnarok was previously confirmed to be releasing in 2022 for PS4 and PS5 after it was delayed last year. A ratings board listing in South Korea recently suggested that the Sony Santa Monica developed action game is indeed approaching the finish line. But there's still a lot we don't know about Ragnarok, though it is a direct sequel to 2018's God of War and continues the story of Kratos and Atreus, or Boy, as they deal with the fury of the Norse gods. It'll wrap up this Norse chapter of the franchise, as Sony Santa Monica wanted to avoid having this portion of the story from getting too unwieldy. For more, check out everything. They got a link there for God of War. But anyways, are you excited as I am, or are you excited as I am?
I'm excited as you are. To say little. I'm definitely. I might not get the top tier version of it when it does release, but I definitely do want that near
Yeah.
replica. Don't know where I'm gonna put it. Don't care. I might put it on my
Just
ceiling,
hang
have
it,
it
bro.
hang down.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Um, Definitely want to get it now. I haven't played any God of War games in so long. I might actually have to go back and just start replaying. Kind of get a feel for what they're like and what to expect, even though it is a newer game. But I am definitely excited for the release.
Dude, I was thinking the same thing. Like, I think I might actually go back and play, 2018's God of War because I mean, first of all, that game was amazing. I always wanted to platinum it, so maybe I will start a new game and just try and do that. But yeah, I cannot freaking wait for this game. God of War is literally one of my favorite games of all time. Like God of War 2018 is definitely, I would say that's probably in my top three games of all time. That Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I'm not sure what that third one is, but those two are like 1A and 1B for me. So God of War Ragnarok, as it is right now, could definitely be a game of the year contender. They actually beat the.
Sure.
Um, there's a time limit as to when your game comes out and when you can be considered for game of the year, and they just made it by, I think it was like 7 days or something like that, or 10 days. I think November 19th is the last day you can release the game and still be considered for that game of the year. Right now, as it is, it looks like not Lord of the Rings, Elden Ring might be the game of the year, but I have a
It's up there.
feeling God of War is going to have something to say about that when it comes out because if this storyline is anything like it was, you know, back in 2018, oh my goodness. So you better believe November 9th, I'm calling off work. Actually, I'm putting in a vacation day. I'm going to be streaming that joint all day long. So I
Heck
can't
yeah.
freaking wait. I can't freaking wait. I have all the God of War games from PSP, PS2, PS3, PS4, and now PS5 is coming out. Oh my goodness, there nothing else matters except for my pregnant wife. But that's it. But but
You heard it from him,
that's
folks.
right. Damn Skippy.
I'm gonna be an uncle.
So the yeah, Uncle Bri.
Yeah, Uncle Bri Bri.
But so yeah, like they said, there's four editions. That Jotnar edition, my goodness, that thing looks dope. I mean, it comes with everything. I have the actual God of War. Let me see if I find it here. Oh, right here. I have the 2018 version of the collector's edition. This is just the figure here. Um,
Heck yeah.
but this thing's so dope. So I can't wait to get that Jotnar edition. I'm gonna be looking every day on Twitter to see when they're gonna be released on Amazon or Walmart or whoever I have to get it from. So I'm definitely grabbing that. But anyways, moving on to the next story in the Plaza Report. I know many of you have heard, but yes, the rumors, but yes, it is true. Sony has released new hardware for PC players that's also compatible with the PS5. So, man, dude, these allergies, I don't know what's going on. I've been good all day. But anyways, so the story goes like this. This is from the Washington Post, written by Shannon Lau. It goes, Sony targets PC gamers with new hardware brand in Zone. The brand will leverage Sony's high quality display and audio technologies, says Sony Home Entertainment President Kazuo Ki. Sony Electronics is launching a gaming gear brand called InZone, aimed at PC gamers. The company announced its brand new Tuesday. Wait, what? I either can't read or this is written wrong. The company announced its new brand, there you go, Tuesday with two 27-inch monitors and three variations of gaming headphones. InZone has been in the works since 2019, before the pandemic, as Sony executives observed growth in the video game and esports industries. Sony was quoted as saying, "We are entering the gaming gear industry with monitors and headsets at an exciting time, since gaming and esports have gotten even more popular over the last few years." Kazuo Ki, Sony president of home entertainment and sound products, told the Washington Post, "We are leveraging Sony's high-quality display and audio technologies to deliver products that will allow gamers to immerse themselves into their gaming world. The name of the brand, Key said, is meant to refer to the immersive feeling gamers experience when they are in the zone. Admitted latecomers to the PC gaming market, Sony plans to win players over through competitively priced products. Sony plans to sell an $899 4K resolution monitor with a 144 hertz refresh rate available this summer, and a $529 1080p monitor with 240 hertz refresh rate coming later this year. The Japanese conglomerate hopes that PC gamers, particularly first person shooter players, will give InZone a chance and not associate Sony primarily with consoles. The name of the brand is meant to refer to the immersive feeling gamers experience when they are in the zone, according to Key. We are not saying we are not focusing on the PS5 users, but because we are latecomers to monitors and headphones for the gaming segment, we believe we have a chance to catch up, Key said. He added that he hopes Sony can catch up by appealing to top competitive gamers and influencers who might use in-zone products and promote them to their audiences. While Sony hopes to woo PC gamers, it hasn't left PlayStation 5 users behind. Aesthetically, the monitors and headsets are designed to blend in with the PS5, should users happen to have one, which not a lot of people do because they're still hard to get. The two monitors with work the two monitors work with the PS5, which will optimize screen colors once connected. The monitors have a switcher feature, allowing users to connect a single keyboard, mouse, and headset to a PC and PS5 at the same time and switch between the two. Sony's approach to gaming headphones is to try to see which of their options resonate with customers. The company will offer a wireless headset for $299 with noise cancellation and synthetic leather, along with a pared down $229 wireless headset. No leather or noise canceling, and a 99 pair of wired headphones. He said that all three pairs would be equipped with a spatial sound field feature. Gamers will be able to hear how far opponents are from them and where they are located based on sound cues. So, the article goes on explaining, different things about the headset and the monitor. But how do you feel about this? Are you planning on getting any of this stuff?
I'm not sure yet, to be completely honest. Um, it does seem like it is again another step ahead for Sony, another way to kind of test the waters, see how they do with a new product. Um, I have been kind of looking towards getting a rig set up, so it might benefit me later on in the future. Don't know yet. I may never know. It all kind of depends on uh how it goes, what the reviews are for it.
Right.
I'm not really like all too excited. Like I said, it is something new. It's not something that I've heard a lot about. So I guess it's really just kind of throwing caution to the wind, and hopefully it's a good game. Or I should say good
Yeah,
console
yeah, yeah.
type thing.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it sounds like Gylan said in the chat. He said, I mean, it sounds good. Yes, they sound great. Now, $300 for headphones, nah, I'm good. 229 for headphones, still not so much. I've paid a lot for my like Xbox Elite 2 controller. I mean, that was $180, but that controller makes gaming so much better. Um, $100 for a pair of headphones that are wired, that seems a little bit counterintuitive to these right here, because these headphones
Yeah.
are the Sony PS5 headphones that came out, and they're wireless. Now, yeah, they have the little dongle that you put in your PS5, but they were $100, and these headphones are freaking amazing. They have the 3D audio, they have the spatial sound, they have all that stuff. So I think the products sound amazing. I would love to have them. I am not paying $800 for a 27-inch monitor. I'm telling you that right now.
Yeah.
I am not
Yep.
paying, and yeah, albeit it's 4K 144 hertz. And I don't think I'd pay $529 for a 1080p, 240 hertz. Now, granted, I get it. These are premium products. I get that people with PCs are probably like, damn, this is actually really good because, I mean, monitors aren't cheap. I've seen a lot of monitors that, my goodness, they are pricey. I actually looked at one the other day. It was a curve monitor, but it was an Acer. It was like $500, but this thing was dope. I mean, this was a big ass curve monitor, which I think I will be interested in. But I mean, they look dope. If I could afford it, and I mean, not that I can't afford it, but if I was willing to pay $800 for that screen, I would definitely get it because it looks great with the PS5.
Right.
And if I had a PC now, I have my gaming laptop, but that's a little bit different. I do like the feature where you can hook up your mouse, keyboard, and whatever else it may be, your headphones, only once to the screen, but it'll be compatible with both your PC and PS5, and all you have to do is flick a switch. That's dope. I
Right.
like that a lot. So, personally, I don't know how, if they came down with the, on the price on these products, I think I would definitely, you know, hold on a second. I'm trying to bring up the little picture here for our audience. I think I'd definitely be interested, but it's tough. It's tough to say at that price, man. That's just too rich for me at this moment.
Yeah, I definitely agree on that.
Yeah. But and then also you gotta remember, Xbox came out with their headset, which is actually pretty amazing too. I use that on my Xbox. It's completely wireless. You don't need a dongle. You don't need anything, and that thing works
Right.
pretty amazing. And then their controllers are great. So, you know, I get that Sony's trying to catch up, so to speak, in the PC market. I'm not sure if this is the way to do it. The way to catch up in the PC market is to be competitive with Game Pass on PC. Bring more
Right.
games to PC. That's how you catch up. And the PC market is so saturated. I mean, you got Razer, you got Elgato now. They have products for everything. They got cameras. They got the Stream Deck. They got um, everything. Headphones. They got mics. So the market is so saturated that I feel like Sony coming in, yeah, they'll get some sales, but I don't think they're going to make a big mark in as far as these products go. But anyways, I
Yeah.
digress. Enough about that. On to story number 4, I believe, in the Plaza report, and we're going from Sony to Nintendo, PlayStation 5 to Switch. And I don't know if you've seen it, but that new Switch, the Splatoon 3 Special Edition, looks pretty damn
Yep.
dope, man. I mean,
Heck yeah.
that thing is fire, bro. So, I have an article here from Kotaku by Ethan Gatch. It goes, "It's not a Switch Pro, but it'll do." Just in time for the Ink Shooter September launch, Nintendo's releasing a Splatoon 3 themed Switch OLED on August 26th. It'll go for 360, and if you haven't already upgraded to the newer model, now might be the time. At least you can manage to get your hands on one. The special edition Splatoon 3 Switch features squid themed art from the game on the back and 2 flashy Joy-Con controllers, one purple, blue, and one yellow, green, both with their own game art and white underbellies. It also comes with a graffiti art dock that includes more lightly traced art and single splash of yellow paint in the bottom corner. Uh, they could they could have gone all out with the squid stuff, but the low key black and white scheme of the main unit and the dock really make the Joy Cons pop. If you could, if I'm sorry, if only you could buy them separately, which is true. Meanwhile, Splatoon themes Switch Pro controller for $75 and carrying case $25 both launch alongside the game on September 9th. I still prefer the existing Splatoon 2 Pro controller, but the rest of the package is a big stylistic upgrade over the previous Splatoon bundle. In the face of a ceaseless swirl of Switch Pro rumors, Nintendo revealed the OLED model last summer. While it was a big letdown for the internet at the time, I bought one, and this is just going on how he bought this because the Pro Switch hasn't come out. But like I
Right.
said, you have seen it. How do you like it? Are you
For
getting
sure.
one? I know you want to get your Switch OLED at some point. We were talking about that the other day. Is this the one?
Yep. Yeah, it's definitely the one. I saw it. I saw the art for it, and I absolutely love it. I think I've only gotten maybe two or three um, special edition gaming
Right.
consoles or handhelds. One of them being the Pokemon Sun and Moon 3DS XL. The art on that was absolutely beautiful. And look at this guy messing up, unplugged his headphones.
You ain't
Jesus
lying.
Christ.
So I was trying to
Yeah.
grab something.
But the new Switch OLED, it looks beautiful. The color scheme on it is great. The art is great. It's definitely something that I'm gonna want to get. I think the only thing that I just didn't much like was the Pro controller. I feel like it
Yeah,
was a
I
little too
agree.
basic. It has the color scheme, but that's it. I would have much preferred like an etching or like a silver something along the back that kind of, marketed Splatoon.
Yeah.
It would have looked really good. The colors, they're all right because they're on the, entire OLED and stuff like that. But I just feel like the controller itself is just very basic and they could have done something quite a bit better with it. But that's just me.
Yeah, I agree 100%. The console and dock itself, I mean, they look amazing. You know, like the Joy Cons, that purplish, bluish, and then that greenish, yellowish. Like if they had
Yeah.
those by themselves, I would definitely buy them. What I was trying to grab up here were my Zelda Link to the Past Joy Cons. Um, oh, you might have them there. There you go. I never opened mine. Mine are still in the box. But yeah, those there, like stuff like that sells, bro. You get for 80, $90. I think those were $90 for the set.
Yeah.
I bought them. Granted, I never opened it, but I have I have that set. I have the two yellow. I have the two gray. I do want to go switch OLED. This I've been trying to hold back. Like we were talking the other day. The only reason I'm not getting this right now is because I want a Stream Deck. And well,
Yep.
I'm not Stream Deck, a Steam Deck. I have a Stream Deck. I want a Steam Deck, and those things are $500-$600, but I think I would get a lot more use from a Steam Deck than a Switch OLED.
Yeah.
Now, if I
Definitely.
didn't have an original Switch already, I would definitely get this. So I wouldn't even hesitate. And who knows? I might just be like the hell with it and just on a whim buy it because this thing's dope. I love, like the article said, I do love the subtleness of the dock where it's like this cool white color with the etching on it and then a splash of yellow, and then the back is
Yep.
black, with the etching, and then the controllers are just they pop, man. I love the way this console looks,
Heck
but
yeah.
I still do really like the way the white OLED set looks. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's like,
Yep.
damn, man, which one do I get? But I feel like this is the one. If I do decide to get it, it's gonna have to be that, man. But
Heck
and
yeah.
then again, like you, the Pro controller. Unfortunately, I don't have a picture of, excuse me, a picture of it up, but the Pro controller, I actually might be able to bring something up. Let me see here. It is very simple looking, and I don't like the way that came. Like you said, it's just let me see here. Splatoon 3 Pro controller. Let's see. Nope, that's Splatoon 2, I believe. It's actually very similar to the Splatoon 2. It's just the colors of the console, but on the grips.
Right.
That's it. Nothing else is special about it. So, um, yeah, I don't really have it here, but yeah, I mean,
This is what I was kind of expecting. Sorry to cut you
nope,
off,
that's cool.
but something that it would have looked like with the
Yeah,
etchings
right. Yep,
and all that stuff along the back that would market,
correct.
Splatoon. This is, to me, this looks really good. It looks like
Right.
perfect marketing for the game. And I feel like they could have gone some way with that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I want to find that controller, but I can't seem to find it on here. Let's see. Nah, I'm not having much luck, but yeah, I agree. I mean, I'm really glad though that Nintendo still does a lot of these special editions. I feel like they're really running away with special editions. Xbox hasn't done it. PlayStation, good thing they have the plates that they can sell you the different colors and stuff like that. But besides that, Nintendo always has these super cool special editions. They had the Animal Crossing one. They had the Mario, which I actually, if I can find that cheap, I'm getting it. All the Nintendo Switch lights have like different themes on them. So yeah, I don't know. I might get it. I might not. But yeah, I'm still definitely saving up for that Steam Deck, man. I think that thing's a powerhouse, and I can literally play every Nintendo game ever made on that, except for probably Switch games. So don't tell me how
Yeah.
because it's illegal. But anyways, enough of that. Moving on to story number 4. This story is from GameSpot, not GameStop. It's written by Oisin Kunke, and it reads like this: GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption Remastered scrapped by Rockstar, insider claims. Now, rumors have been around for ages about GTA 6 coming out? When is it coming out? Is Rockstar even working on it? And this kind of helps those rumors. And the reason I say that is because any plans might have been scrapped due to GTA the Trilogy, the definitive edition's poor reception. A new report claims that supposed remasters of Grand Theft Auto 4 and the first Red Dead Redemption have been scrapped. Rockstar insider Tez2 recently claimed on Twitter that any potential GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption remasters are unlikely to go ahead, and this is potentially due to the poor reception of last year's GTA the Trilogy Definitive Edition. As per a reliable source with clear accuracy on Rockstar plans, remasters of GTA 4 and Red Dead Redemption 1 were on the table a few years ago, but Rockstar chose not to proceed with the projects in mind, wrote Tez2 on Twitter. The poor reception of the trilogy might be a reason behind that decision. In a tweet replying to another user on Twitter, sorry, my nose is itching, Tez2 also clarified that the remasters weren't in full production, more just something that was planned, with Rockstar looking at the trilogy to greenlight more remasters. A subsequent report from Kotaku corroborates that neither of these remasters are moving ahead for now and that all remakes have been shelved as the studio focuses on Grand Theft Auto 6. Hallelujah, holla back. When the trilogy launched back in November, it was in a particularly good state. GameSpot's own Grand Theft Auto Trilogy Definitive Edition review of the collection, it gave them a 4 out of 10, noting the absolutely hideous character models, game-breaking bugs, and a number of missing features. Things were so bad that the original version of the game were reinstated on PC and modders swooped in to fix bugs before Rockstar managed to do it itself. Earlier this year, publisher Take-Two did note that the trilogy significantly exceeded the company's expectation with estimations of around 10 million units sold. Are you excited? Eh? You're not excited about GTA 6? I mean,
it's
this is big news.
so it's hard to kind of say because it's been so long. We've had so many GTA 5s, like three whole generations of GTA 5. You get used to it. And then you hear that we're going to make GTA 6. And you're like, "Heck yeah." When you first heard it, everybody was hyped. I was hyped. And then all of a sudden it just kind of fizzled away. Nobody knows what happened.
Right.
Now it's back, and it's GTA 6. And I'm like, all right, cool. Hopefully the game comes out, but who knows if they're going to get delayed again or if it's just going to, kind of sit there on the back burners like it has for a little bit. And then we're going to get news 3, 4, 5 months down the line again. It's one of those things where you hope that it comes out. I want it
Yeah.
to come out. It'd be a fresh new GTA game that we get to play, but it's like, is it really, you know,
Yeah. I
I don't
mean,
know.
I'm definitely excited for the campaign or the story mode because I mean GTA 5 mode was amazing.
Yeah,
GTA Online, I was into it for a very long time, but I haven't been into it for the last like 6 years. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but they're constantly updating that. Like, there's a new update coming out soon where you
Yep.
can play as the police, as the law. You know what I mean? Like, it's nuts. And I'm like, damn, I really need to get back into this game because this joint is hot. I actually downloaded it. I believe the last day to download it was sometime in the middle of June. And I was like, you know what? I need to download this now because it's still free on PS5. And that way, if I ever want to get into it online, I could do that. But I am definitely
Yep.
excited for it. I still don't think we're going to see it anytime soon. I think this is going to be, man, if anything, this is probably 2 years out, minimum.
Yeah.
Um, and then the next question is, where is it going to take place? Who's the main antagonist? And is GTA Online just going to go away and they're going to have something new like GTA Online 2, or are they just going to keep updating online and give us the new um, campaign? But as for me, I'm super excited, because you're hearing all these rumors which are pretty legitimate, and it's just giving me hope that this thing might come out sooner than later. But good thing, we got Modern Warfare 2, which seems like it's going to be pretty dope coming out to
Yes.
hold us down. We got God of War, Ragnarok. That joint's going to hold us
Heck
down for
yeah.
a while. I mean, there's a lot of good games, and I think 2023 is really looking like it's going to be a hell of a year for games because so many games have been pushed out of 2022. 2023 is going to be heavy for games. So,
For
we'll,
sure.
we'll be busy until then. But when GTA 6 comes out, every game on Earth is going to be on pause until people finish that game. But
Exactly.
Yeah, man. Enough about that. Let's get on to story number 5. This again is from GameSpot.com, written by Eddie McCooch, and it reads like this: NBA 2K23 release date revealed, and first cover star is Michael Jordan, the GOAT. I don't care what anyone says. LeBron James is not the GOAT. LeBron James is the joke, in my opinion. But hey, that's just me. Who am I but a mere struggling podcaster trying to make it in the industry? You feel me?
I
But
feel you.
so it goes like this: Michael Jordan will grace the cover of the Michael Jordan edition and the championship edition of 2K23. Let's see. Iconic basketball player and legendary athlete. Guyla said the joke though. That's harsh. Hey, that's how I feel about LeBron James. Guyla's a Lakers
It's the
fan,
truth.
so he ain't gonna like what I have to say about LeBron. But anyways,
Yeah.
iconic basketball player and legendary athlete Michael Jordan would be featured on the cover of NBA 2K23's Michael Jordan Edition and Championship Edition. 2K Sports has announced the game's release date, September 9th, was also confirmed in the announcements today. Jordan is a 14-time NBA All-Star, 5-time MVP, and 6-time champion. He was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame in 2009. This is the fourth time Jordan is on the cover of an NBA 2K game, following NBA 2K11, 2K12, and 2K16 Special Edition. 2K Sports also revealed that NBA 2K23 will feature a completely rebuilt version of NBA 2K11's Jordan challenges that had players trying to virtually recreate Jordan's real life feats. One of these was a challenge to score at least 38 points and grab 7 plus rebounds, like Jordan himself did in June 1997 during his memorable flu game, when a sick Jordan still put up big numbers and drained the winning basket in the NBA Finals. In NBA 2K23, there will be 15 Jordan challenges. All 10 from NBA 2K11 are being completely rebuilt for NBA 2K23, along with 5 new ones. The Jordan Challenge also elevates any array of spellbinding performances across Jordan's college, NBA, and Team USA basketball careers that players can experience across all 15 challenges, and includes unique video vignettes that come with special commentary from an array of NBA luminaries, Jordan's teammates, opponents, and other special personalities who saw him do it live and can bring to life his legacy to a younger generation of NBA fans, 2K said. Um, Additionally, 2K confirmed that the Championship Edition would include a 12-month subscription to NBA League Pass, which normally starts at $15 a month. Pricing for the NBA Championship Edition has not been announced yet, but pre-orders open July 7th, so we'll learn more soon. Now, I know that you're not necessarily the biggest sports fan as far as video games go.
Right.
Does this do anything for you?
As in, get me off? No, not at all. Um, the game, like you were right. You kind of hit it right on the head. I'm not really, a sports game fan. I'd much rather do sports in real life.
Right.
Why, play it when I can go outside and do it myself. I can't go outside and play with
Yeah.
6 peoples and kind of massacre an entire town because that's frowned upon.
Right.
Um, you know, that's
Yeah, that makes sense.
so yeah, um it's like I said, I think I agree with you that Jordan is the GOAT and LeBron is a joke. I just
Thank
feel
you.
like he's a big baby,
Yep, I agree.
when it comes to playing. But as for the game, I know some people who get it. I know some people who enjoy it. I hope it's a good game for all who enjoy it. It's not my forte.
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the thing, right? I used to be super huge into sports games, whether it was 2K, whether it was NBA Live, which was actually really big for me. Um, Madden was huge for me. I mean, that was probably the game I've played the most as far as sports games go. As I gotten older, for some reason, I can no longer play sports games because they give me so much rage. Where whether it be in basketball, you're passing the ball and it goes through the guy's body, or you shoot the ball and it goes through the backboard, or stuff like that, where it's like you expect the realism, but it soon becomes so unrealistic that these glitches just enrage me, especially if they make me
Yeah.
lose. Like Madden, I haven't played it for maybe 2 or 3 years. The last one came out, and I was like, you know what? It's the first true Madden for the PS5. I'm going to get it. I joined the league that my cousins have been in for years, and I mean, I used to dominate these leagues. I started playing. I was like, all right, I'm feeling good. I'm playing the computer, trying to get good again, and you know relive the old days. I started in this franchise league, dude. I lose all my games. Like, and again, this is the only game that makes me rage. I can have a 1 kill 100 death ratio, kill death ratio, and I wouldn't care. You know, I can literally come in last in every car race in Forza. I wouldn't care. But in Madden, when these stupid little glitches happen, it just I just want to break my controllers. Same thing with 2K. Now, I have every 2K basketball game that has Jordan on the cover, but I've waited to get them because like any sports game, they come out every year, so the next year they're already like $3 at GameSpot, or GameStop.
Yep.
So I'll have this game, but I'll wait till next year or 3 years and get the Jordan Championship Edition super cheap. And I only get them because I'm a huge Jordan fan. As you know, I have so many
Right.
signatures of his, so many cards. So it's something that I really definitely want to get, but I probably won't play it. I just can't see myself doing that. I would much rather play Halo with my boys. I'd much rather play, you know, uh, Modern Warfare or God of War, stuff like that, narrative driven
Yeah.
games. But yeah, that's where I'm at with that. But anyways, that's enough of my stories. What do you got for us?
All right. So I do have three stories, and two of them seem quite outlandish, to be
Oh yeah,
completely honest. But in the gaming community, what sounds outlandish is
usually
kind of
true.
the truth. Yeah. So we're gonna start off here from Kotaku. This is another one written by Ethan Gotch, and it is a report on 540 million crypto gaming hack. It was made possible by an elaborate phishing scheme. It says here an Axie Infinity engineer was reportedly just looking for a new job when they accidentally downloaded spyware. What a dunce. Anyways, so it looks like NFT Pokemon clone Axie Infinity went from being famous for players profiting off its play to earn gaming scam to infamous for getting hacked out of 540 million in cryptocurrency. Now, according to a new report by The Block, we know what made the security breach possible: a sophisticated phishing attempt socially engineered on LinkedIn that sounds like a deleted episode of Mr. Robot. For those unfamiliar with the Axie grift, developer Sky Mavis developed an Ethereum linked sidechain called the Ronin Network and grafted on a game about battling and breeding cute monsters called Axie Infinity, borrowing mechanics from the likes of Pokemon, Neopets, and Hearthstone. Players were invited to earn Ethereum based cryptocurrencies in game by grinding, and for a while it was turning a huge profit as fresh players poured their time and money into the platform. Then, earlier this year, the enterprise hits all sorts of snags, from stagnating growth to currency inflation, and, not least of all, one of the biggest crypto hacks of all time. Developer Sky Mavis revealed back in April that the security breach was made possible by an employee who was compromised by an advanced spear phishing attack. The attacker managed to leverage that access to penetrate Sky Mavis's IT infrastructure and gain access to the validator nodes, the company wrote at that time. The block now reports, based on two sources with direct knowledge of the incident, that the employee in question was a senior engineer of Axie
Of
Infinity.
course.
Yeah, and the means of infiltrating their computer was a job offer that was too good to be true. Imagine. According to the block, fraudsters representing a fake company approached the engineer through LinkedIn, encouraged them to apply for a job, held multiple rounds of interviews, and eventually made a job offer that included an extremely generous compensation package, but the offer was contained in a PDF file. Fishy.
Right.
Get it? Anyways, after the target downloaded it, Spyware was reportedly able to infiltrate the Ronin network systems and grant hackers across to four of the five nodes out of nine of them in total. They needed to cash out. Access to the fifth was obtained through something called the Axie DAO, a separate organization which Sky Mavis had enlisted to help with the influx of transactions during the height of Axie Infinity's popularity. Sky Mavis had failed to remove DAO's access from its systems after its help was no longer needed. What do you think of that? I think they just
It's
they failed on their end of getting rid of probably some of the biggest cryptocurrency banks, and now
right.
they got robbed of so much money.
Well, for one, I'm not a fan of cryptocurrency, so I think honestly, I don't know what to think about it. I may not be a fan of it because I'm not very well educated,
Right.
about cryptocurrency. But for me, as far as I know, cash is king. So, you want to hold all your cash in digital form, that's on you. You know,
Yeah.
and if $600 million got stolen digitally, that's crazy. Secondly, I don't know if this has. Did you mention anything about NFTs?
Yeah.
So
It's an NFT type game.
yeah, so F NFT NFTs and NFT games. Like I think that is such a scam. I know
Yep.
Ubisoft was trying to put NFTs in some of their games. That didn't go well. I know there's so many NFT, so many companies trying to go to NFTs, and the gaming community is like, no, if you do that, we want no part of that. The only people that want a part of NFTs are people that are trying to make money off of it. They're not necessarily trying to, do any good with it except profit, which is cool. Again, I may not like it because I don't know how to profit off of NFTs. Maybe if I knew how to profit off NFTs, this may be a whole nother conversation. But I just find it amazing that something like this can just happen so easily. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like it's like, yes, our accounts can get hacked and all this and that, but man, $600 million, I just don't see that happening in like a regular bank. It just happened to be
Right.
cryptocurrency and an NFT game, and a shitty NFT game at that. So it's like, hopefully, I guess my hope is that this shows the gaming industry that shit like this can happen in your game. And if people start losing money, imagine if this was a Ubisoft type thing, or I think uh, who's the maker of Konami? I know they're starting to come into
Yeah.
NFTs, and then people like us start losing money. Imagine the lawsuits that are going to happen. So I'm hoping this shows the gaming industry and these publishers that NFT is not the answer, not for video games at least. And hopefully other people learn a lesson from their mistake. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's crazy.
I agree. I don't think NFTs should be in the gaming community at all. Like you, I think they're useless.
Right,
Um, people come and was like, "Hey, you want to buy my NFTs?" No, get out
right,
of here. Get away. Like I don't want any part in any of that. And this is one of the reasons why.
exactly. It's something
It,
like that is
it,
so easy to be stolen from you. I mean, I actually heard of
right.
I forget what actor it was. He was Doctor Evil's son in Austin Powers. I forget his name, but he had like three NFTs. So he had three images that were apparently worth like $150,000 a piece, which is again stupid as shit in my mind. And somehow he had one stolen. How? You know what I mean? Like, how is an NFT stolen? And why would you have so much money, invested in this one stupid image,
Right. Right.
and it's like, you deserve to get that stolen. Now he's like begging the person who did it to give it back because it was stolen digitally and all this. Whatever.
Right.
He
Yeah.
deserved that. But yeah, that stuff's crazy, man.
For sure. I think that'll be it for that story. I'm going to move on then to my next. This is also going to be a kind of outlandish one, but it is definitely real. And I do heed our viewers to kind of listen in on this one just a little bit, because if you do have kids, this is something
Yeah.
you might actually want to pay attention to.
Yeah.
Now, this is a story coming from Game Rant. This is written by Pam K. Ferdinand, and the headliner is Schools are issuing parental warnings over Poppy Playtime's Huggy Wuggy fears. Now, for any of those who aren't familiar with Huggy Wuggy, he is the main mascot for the new game called Poppy Playtime. It is a FNAF type based horror game with a bunch of different mechanics, and at first it does look like it is geared towards children. Unfortunately, it is not. This is not something you want your kids to play or be around until they're in at least their teenage years. Um,
Hold on.
school
First of
that,
all, I'm actually looking at this on YouTube right now. This
yeah,
is kind of scary. Like this is no
exactly.
joke. It looks like, um, yeah, I don't know what this looks like, but yeah, I don't want to watch this, let alone my
It
kids.
looks, he looks like Gumby, just
Right? Exactly.
scary,
Yeah. Exactly.
just scary.
That is
So
actually
this
very true.
article, it goes on to say schools in the UK issue warnings to parents about Huggy Wuggy, the scary blue toy from Mob Games horror title Poppy Playtime.
And Wendy. It looks like Huggy Wuggy and Wendy in the one I'm looking at.
Wendy, I believe, is the little
Yeah. Little
porcelain
doll.
doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. She's actually nice. I think
Uh,
she's from the two. She seems like she needs help, um, and she wants to get out of there. But the
that's
entire
funny.
the game itself is actually kind of terrifying. Um, Now, in late 2021, the first chapter of a quirky survival horror game called Poppy Playtime launched and was a surprising hit that began to make the rounds on gaming YouTube and Twitch channels. Riding the coattails of the lasting fervor created by 2014's Five Nights at Freddy's and its sinister animatronics, Poppy Playtime also featured malicious toys whose goals were not to make friends with the player character. Similar to Five Nights at Freddy's, Mob Games endeavored to turn a boring real life job into an entertaining horror fest by putting players into the role of a former toy factory employee who returns to the now abandoned edifice after the staff mysteriously disappears. One of the first things the player encounters upon entering the building is Huggy Wuggy, an absolutely unsettling toy with razor sharp teeth and a gigantic smile that can creep out even the most stalwart horror game aficionado.
Yeah, I'm creeped out.
Yeah, like the terrifying Momo sculpture. Hopefully, you guys know what Momo is. After I read this, I'll let you know. If you don't, she's also something you do not want to get into. Um, After she became the centerpiece of an alleged internet challenge a few years back, Huggy Wuggy has become the new mascot for schoolyard hijinks that can have lasting negative effects on a young child's mental health. Children have been mimicking the blue horror at school, frightening and potentially even traumatizing their peers. Things have gotten so bad that some schools in the UK have even issued warnings to parents about letting their kids view videos featuring the unnerving blue creature.
Wow.
Part of the problem stems from the fact that the name Huggy Wuggy seems innocuous enough and therefore slips through various parental controls. The reality, however, according to mental health officials, is that Poppy Playtime's Huggy Wuggy can cause real terror for some children. The Suicide Awareness and Mental Health Initiative released a statement that parents are urged not to let their children watch the terrifying TikTok and YouTube videos of the killer Teddy. Now, the things that had been going around when I had first heard what was going on with Poppy's Playtime, I saw the game first. I
Okay.
didn't hear about anything else that was going on. All of a sudden, my Facebook feed started going crazy with um, Poppy Playtime and Huggy Wuggy. And I'm like, oh crap, all these people are, playing this game. And as I read on, it got worse, unfortunately. There were videos and people mascotting as Huggy Wuggy, telling children certain things to do, as in
Mm.
kill your parents,
Oh
hurt
wow.
your friends. They were saying these things repeatedly into these kids' minds. And there were times where there's been reports that a kid would have done something way out of the norm or
Right.
tried to get a hold of a household weapon because Huggy Wuggy told them to. this also happened with, I believe her name was Momo. She happened a while back as well. She was a very terrifying type. Um, I guess you could say like a homunculus or a centaur, something along those lines, where she was kind of mixed together, undead, kind of like the griffin, how
Yeah,
it has.
I remember something about that and reading a couple other articles
Right,
about, don't let your kids watch this or that, and yeah.
right. She was Momo was definitely terrifying to look at. She was just ugly. Anyways, she also was along the same lines as Huggy Wuggy. She would, or whoever would be playing as her, or portraying her, would be telling people what to do, would be
Mm,
getting in kids' minds, would be
right.
scaring them. And there, were times where, just like now, kids would go up to their parents and be like, Momo told me to do this.
Wow.
Momo told me to do that. And it got very bad and very out of hand for a while. There were times where people were getting on sites like Omegle or stuff like that, where they would wear Momo's face. It would be a digital version of her face, and they would be speaking through it, and people believed it,
Wow.
and kids believed it,
Yeah, of course.
and it was a very big issue. A lot of people were terrified. It was something that happened for a short period of time, but that short period of time really affected those kids
Yeah.
and others around them. Um, this is something that I do urge parents um, to definitely take a look at. Definitely consider, make sure your children aren't
Right.
playing this or watching this until they are of age, until they know that what is being said to them is wrong.
I would just
So,
say if this cartoon or YouTube channel, whatever, is saying stuff like that in general, you shouldn't let them watch it at all.
right,
And also if this is actually happening, Google and YouTube probably should do something about taking a channel like this down. You know what I mean? Because I believe
right,
that's what happened to that whole Momo thing or whatever.
yes, multiple accounts got taken
Right,
down.
right. I mean, one is creepy. Two, there's nothing. Kids ain't gonna learn nothing from this. Now, granted, yeah, kids watch cartoons from all over the place, and they're not gonna learn much from that stuff. But
Right,
like you said, as parents, it's going to be our responsibilities to be like, all right, what are you watching on your iPad or your tablet or your phone or whatever it may be, or even on TVs now because TVs, smart TVs have YouTube, and either have the parental controls on what channels they can or cannot watch, or just take it away entirely because stuff like that, man, nah, that's not cool. Especially telling, oh,
yeah,
go grab a knife and cut your mom's toe off or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that shit ain't cool.
yeah, it's definitely something that should be taken very serious.
Yeah, definitely.
Um,
I mean, this thing is creepy as hell. Like, I would not, even if it was a cool cartoon, I'd be like, nah, you're not watching this. Nope, sorry.
yeah, yep. It on the more serious note, I know this story was a little bit more serious, but it was something that should be said that I would have liked to cover. Now, all that seriousness aside, for those who um, are of age and those who do like horror games, I would recommend this.
Okay,
It is, like I said, it is a good game. I've watched gameplay of it. It does have the horror factor. It does have that very ominous factor with the music and all that other stuff.
right.
It's just please make sure that there are no children present. Please make sure that
Yeah,
you are very careful where you're playing it, in a big environment and stuff like that. Um, I got that one out the way. I'm going to go on to now my last story here. This does involve Fortnite, everybody's beloved free to play battle royale game. This is coming from GameRant.com, written by Rory Young. It does state Fortnite could be getting a Dragon Ball Z collab. Data miners discover evidence of a new crossover potentially coming to Fortnite in the next few months, this time with Dragon Ball Z. Personally, I believe this is going to happen. Why? Because I went and watched Thor Love and Thunder yesterday. I got home, got on Instagram, and there is a Thor Love and Thunder pack out on Fortnite.
yep.
The day it got put out, it was already on Fortnite.
And they just
Whew,
showed
we're
a
cool.
Dragon Ball Z trailer for the
The new
Western,
superhero
yeah,
movie.
the new Western, the Western port of the
Yep.
Japanese Dragon Ball Z.
Yep. So the story then goes on to read Fortnite is open to crossing over with virtually any property. This is true. It
Yeah,
has been
yeah, that's definitely
Naruto,
true.
a whole bunch of things. Stranger Things has made it to Fortnite. It's great. Now, whether it comes from a TV show, film, book, comic, or cartoon, anime is a specific area of interest that Fortnite seems excited to be exploring. With a recent wave of new Naruto skins being added, Naruto isn't the only major anime franchise that is partnering with Fortnite. Data miners have discovered evidence that Dragon Ball Z could be the next anime showing up in a Fortnite collab. The collaboration is hinted at, but not entirely confirmed, due to the discovery of a curious new prop found within Fortnite's files. The prop will be immediately recognizable to Dragon Ball Z fans. It's a capsule, a small pill like container with a button on the top. In the Dragon Ball Z universe, these capsules can contain virtually anything. The capsule also features the Capsule Corp logo with one large C and a second smaller C within it. This asset is referred to as a stamina capsule and is categorized as a collaboration item within Fortnite. In other words, a Dragon Ball Z related asset was leaked from Fortnite. It's not being used yet, but it wouldn't be within Fortnite's files if there wasn't a planned use for it in the future. While there are no other Dragon Ball Z assets to be found, it wouldn't be surprising if more and more were found in the next several weeks.
Yeah,
While a Dragon Ball Z crossover event and the potential release of several skins is certainly exciting, the leaked item is also interesting in its own way. A stamina capsule implies that it may be a new type of consumable. The name implies it could provide a boost to stamina over time, allowing players an extra burst of speed while running to or from for an extended amount of time. Many collaborations in Fortnite lead to unique gameplay additions, if only temporarily. Dragon Ball Z could be one such collaboration. Now, my thoughts on this is I'm hyped. Why? I like Dragon Ball. That's kind of it. I'm kidding. Um, I've watched the movies. I've read the comics. I've seen the show. Dragon Ball has been around since I was a kid.
and even before
While
that in Japan.
yeah, exactly. Now, while it does seem like a lot of the things Goku does comes right out of his bum, because trust me, I swear that's Toriyama's golden child. Um, the anime never gets boring. And now I'm excited to see it come to Fortnite. The one thing that I'm not excited for is what they're gonna do with the animation style. I was also excited for Naruto to come out. Unfortunately, the Naruto skins don't look as well as I wanted them to.
Mm,
They kind of give that janky anime look to them. They look like the characters you want,
right.
but they have the really big eyes. They look really kawaii, I guess you could say, like cute.
Yeah.
And that's kind of not what most of those characters are. They can make scary characters. Orochimaru looked like Orochimaru. Naruto looked like a little girl in one of the things. Gara looked like a little girl in one of his skins. It was weird. It didn't seem like they were made well, so I didn't get them. Um, but if they do something with Dragon Ball,
You said
I
doo
would
doo.
love to. Yeah,
Sorry, my
yeah,
bad.
doo doo.
Go ahead.
Anyways, um, if they do, Jesus, I'm gonna say it again. Anything that happens with it, I hope it comes out nice. I hope the animation looks good. I hope that, whatever they feature with it is good. I hope that, you get a transformation aspect
Yeah.
like you did with Beast Boy and stuff like that.
Right.
You get regular Beast Boy, and then in game you could transform into Gorilla Beast Boy. It's pretty cool. You could also choose it separate if you wanted to. It's something I'm looking forward to. Hopefully, it'll add some new gimmicks to the game, and make it, as exciting as Fortnite kind of is. every new season that drops in Fortnite, something new's added, and it keeps it fresh
Yeah,
for that season. You never get bored unless you're playing it every single day for hours straight for 3 weeks
yeah.
in a row, and it gets boring. What do you think?
Um, so I did play a little bit of Fortnite a few years ago when it first came out, and I liked it, but it just wasn't for me. I know I believe it was last season they introduced no build mode, and I'm like, all right, now I might have to jump back into this because now it's like more so, I'm not good with the whole building thing, and my fingers
Right.
going at a million miles an hour building these freaking Eiffel Towers and being protected. So, but I'm yet to get back in. I have it downloaded on my Switch, so maybe I will get back into it and see how I like it. I actually think I want to try and stream it because it is one of the top stream games ever. So this might be able to
Yep.
put our name on the map as far as streaming goes. So
I hope so.
that's kind of where I'm at. I do really like seeing all the new characters they come out with. I mean, they've had Indiana Jones, The Rock, Spider Man, um, freaking Thanos or Thanos, as you like to call him. Um, they've had everybody. They got Thor now, and so it's very cool to see all these people in it. One, I'm not going to pay for all that. That's for sure. And so
Right.
let me ask you: in order to be good at the game, you don't have to pay to win, right? It's just more of the cosmetic stuff
Not at
and
all.
dances and all
Every
that.
anything, yeah, anything that you pay for in Fortnite will be for your battle pass or skins and dances when they come out in the item shop.
But you don't need the battle
Um,
pass, right?
you don't need the battle pass at all. You get when the new season starts, you have the option of going the regular route for the battle pass or getting the paid version of the battle pass.
Okay.
So you have your silver, which is regular, and your gold, which is like your top tier.
Yeah.
That gives you better skins, the better gun camos, stuff like that. You don't have to get it. The game
Okay.
doesn't force you to get it. None of that.
Gotcha.
You still get skins and stuff like that, just not all of the ones that the game would have to offer for
Yeah.
that season. Um, it doesn't affect anything in game. When you play,
Right.
there
Right.
was a skin that did seem for quite a bit that it was pay to win.
Okay.
It was part of the superhero set, and you were able to make your character basically wear an all white or an all black suit. The
Okay.
problem with that was, in the ice like biome, I guess you would call it, you wouldn't be able to see those characters
Oh,
because
I
they'd
see.
blend in.
Yeah.
Since then, Fortnite has patched that, so it makes it a little bit easier to see them. On top of that, most people don't even wear those skins anymore because they're trash.
Right. Right.
They just got them because it gave them a real big advantage when Fortnite was covered in ice. Um, so none of it is pay to
Gotcha.
win. None of that. I personally play the no build mode. That's all I play now with my friends.
Yeah,
Um,
I really do want to get back into it and try no build mode. So one of these days, I might have to hop in that with you and check it out because I mean it looks dope. You know what I mean? Like, what are you guys playing on? I guess it don't matter, right? Because it's
so
crossplay.
yeah, it's cross-platform. We play on PlayStation. So
Oh,
me
okay.
and my friend today, we have the PS5s.
Yeah, yeah.
Our other two friends, they have PS4s. Alicia has a Switch. She'll join in with us every, once in a blue moon if she feels like it.
And you guys can all
Um,
talk to each other just the same.
yep, you go into game chat.
Okay,
And
but it's not private
they
chat
made game.
though.
So game chat is a private chat just for that party. Nobody
Okay,
else can hear you.
I gotcha.
So whoever's in your party, that's all you can speak to
Okay,
when you just go into regular game chat.
yeah.
It's 4 people that you can play with at a time. More people can be in the lobby and you can sub out.
Okay,
So you're like, oh, I want to go get something to eat. I'm not going to play this round. You sub out with someone who does want to play, and then you can spectate while they play. You eat your food, do whatever the heck you want,
that's
and
pretty
then you're
dope.
like, all right, are you done? Or I'm ready, and
Yeah,
then you can
yeah,
just jump right back in. Um, so it's good. The new gimmicks and stuff with the new run mechanic. It definitely takes a lot of skill when the no build mode.
yeah.
Um, So it's interesting. I like it. It's a good game.
Yeah.
Whether I want to admit it, it's a good game.
Now, a lot of people hate
So
on Fortnite, but it is what it is. It's one of the biggest games in the world right now. Along with like Minecraft and stuff like that. Like people talk crap on Minecraft, but if you don't like it, just don't play it. But at the same time, it's
right,
like it is a good game and it's free. So how
exactly.
how can you really complain about that? But yeah, I definitely think I might have to get back on. Maybe I'll go upstairs and lay down for a little bit and try a little bit of Fortnites, as us old guys call it. Um,
Yeah, yeah,
Definitely ain't gonna put a penny into it. I'll tell you that much. I don't care what I look like. I'm just trying to get some W's. And I don't know, man.
yep.
We'll probably have to try and stream that one of these days.
Yeah. I'm
So
definitely down.
awesome.
I think that'll be it for our stories. One
Yes,
little
sir.
tidbit I'd just like to throw in. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet is up for pre-order on Amazon.
Nice.
It does not come with the 10 packs on
Uh,
Amazon. When you order, it's just going to be the regular cartridge, regular boxes that come inside of a big, flimsy kind of box
that
that
sucks
fits
because
both
those things
games.
get damaged so easily.
Right. Yep. I pre-ordered on there. I still have time to cancel my pre-order if I do find those tins
Nice.
anywhere. So I'll keep looking around. I will keep you guys posted on anything new info and stuff like that. Keeps getting on the game. I don't have enough to compile right now without giving you guys kind of the same thing over and
Yeah.
over.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give it a little bit, let some of this stuff play out a bit, and then I'll compile what I can and give you guys some more news on that. But
That sounds good to
other
me.
than that, yeah, I would just like to reiterate if you guys couldn't go ahead and catch this stream today, we will be on YouTube, like I said, later today
Yep.
or sometime before we do our Thor Love and Thunder review tomorrow.
It'll definitely
Um,
be on YouTube tonight in about an hour, and then Spotify right
good.
after that. And like
Yep.
Brian said, make sure tomorrow, 11 a.m. sharp, we will be
Go.
doing 11 a.m. Eastern time for all you Western guys that are watching, all zero of you. Um, you know, we'll be on 11 a.m. sharp with our Thor review. It'll be about three or four of us doing that, so please watch that. And then sometime Sunday, more than likely, I'll be doing my review of DC versus Vampires books 1 through 6, and
Oh yeah.
DC versus Vampires Hunters, which is a Robin book. It's an amazing comic, but you guys have that to look forward to sometime on Sunday or Monday. But yeah, like Brian said, man, just keep liking our videos, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, doesn't matter.
You know it. But I think that's going to be it for today's gaming
Yes,
stream.
sir.
As always, this is Brian and that is Moses. We are looking good. We are feeling good. You guys have a great rest of your night. Peace.
Peace.